Tell, Cockerel. He's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel. Leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tell Cockerel, week 37 predictions. We are on the home straight. We are nearly finished. Season's nearly done. We just got this week and next week to go, and then we will see where the chips lay for the season. I hope everybody is well, whether it's your morning, your afternoon, or your evening. We're certainly getting some nice weather in Blighty. I'm not sure what it's like in Middle England today, because I said that Middle England, maybe it was due to rain a bit. Yeah, I hope the weather's good for you. I hope everyone's happy and comfortable in whatever you've been doing this week. Today is predictions for the Premier League, and then Friday we will do the bonus games. And as a reminder for everyone, unless you didn't hear me the other day, I'm away next week in Coventry for a few days working on seminars and conferences, so I will not be able to do a results show for these predicted week until next Thursday. Bearing in mind that the games are being played in the Premiership are being played Friday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, it will just be Thursday that I come, and then I've got to decide what my diary looks like for doing the final week next week, because I've already seen some people already pop in. And I'll say hello. We'll start with Vindaloo Super Chat. He left this at 2:53, so just over an hour before the show. He says, "Big up, Jose. Can we have as many games as possible, mate? I need to catch up to Leeds Chica. I will leave mine in later, mate. Smash the likes, people. We appreciate your hard work, mate. Thank you very much, Vindaloo. I'd love to know what you do for a living, because I know that you're very busy, and whatever it is your role is, it takes you away in the afternoons. So I do appreciate it. But yeah, thank you very much, Vindaloo. All noted, all noted. I'm sure it's noted by everyone else in the chat as well. Ryan G says, "Good afternoon, Jose in chat. Smash the like button when you come in." God, these people, yeah, but these people come from Jess's channel, so they're well trained, aren't they? Adrian, who was also here before the show started, says, "Good afternoon, Jose Etal." Good afternoon, Adrian, if you are back. Again, if Ryan is back, and I know Vindaloo's not, so I'm going to say hello to everyone now. David Clark says, "Hi from Leicester. Hope everyone is well in the chat." Good afternoon, David. I hope you're well, sir. Jess is here. "Speak of her and she shall appear." She says, "Afternoon," or "Good afternoon, Jess. I hope you are well." Jimmy Hotspur says, "A big up over in chat. Good afternoon." Good afternoon, Jimmy. I hope you are well. Christopher Inshaw says, "Good evening, all." Good evening to you, Christopher. I hope you are well as well. Richard says, "Hi, Jose in chat." Good afternoon, Richard. I hope you are well. Graham is here. "Afternoon, Jose. I hope you're well." I am, Graham. I hope you are as well, sir. I hope you are as well. Let me see. People saying hello to each other. People saying hello to each other, and hello. There's a lot of hello. Jimmy says, I was in the Stretford end for that Ardiles goal. Nearly killed me to keep quiet." No, fantastic. Tot Spurs is here. "Good afternoon, Dazza. I hope you're well." Says, "Big up, Jose." Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, Dazza. I hope you're well. Neil, "Good afternoon, sir." Says, "Hello, Jose." Hello, Jose. Hello, everyone in the chat. Good afternoon, Neil. I hope you're well. David Clark says, "Just want to say a word about forest striker Tayo Awuyimni. Our thoughts are with him and his family. He was placed in an induced coma following his collision with the goalpost. So best wishes." Yeah, they had to operate on his abdomen and put him in an induced coma. So yeah, our thoughts do go out to Tayo Awuyimni. It must have just been the adrenaline of when he first collided with it. The adrenaline when he first got up dictated that he thought he felt all right to continue, but obviously it's a lot more serious than what it looks like. And I hope the owner from Nottingham Forest takes note. I know he's a passionate man as well, but I hope he takes note, because life is more precious than football. Health is more precious than football. Health and life are above absolutely everything. So yeah, our best wishes go out to him. Christopher Inshaw says, "Will you be doing Germany or France again for the bonus games this week?" I can't tell you that, can I? I'm not sure what I'm doing as yet. I can't tell you, Christopher, because if I told you, I'd give you a head start over everyone else. And the only person that can have a head start here is me, because I select the games. It just fell in my lap last week. It just made it a lot easier, Christopher. I will have a look. I've not looked as far as that. To be quite honest, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you, I've only just switched my laptop off, or put myself out of office on my laptop, because I'm now finished for the day, to start this show, and I hadn't even had the spreadsheet ready for game week 37. So whilst the music intro was going on, I had to quickly go and reset the whole of the Excel spreadsheet to make sure I've got week 37 on there. So no, I've not thought about the games yet, but I will give it some thought, possibly Friday morning or Friday daytime before we have the show, because I am quite busy at work. But you will all find out. You've got Big John's here, says afternoon all, marching on together. Good afternoon, Big John. I hope you're well, sir. Ronnie's also here, says big up Jose in the chat. Good afternoon, Ronnie. I hope you, sir, are well as well. Then we've got a good morning. It says afternoon all. Hope everyone is doing well. But I will say good morning to you, Mikey, because I know it is your morning. So good morning to you, Mikey. I hope you're well. Queen Ellie says, "Hello, Jose, you're fabulous Spanglish gent, and good afternoon to much love as always." Good afternoon, Els Bells. I hope you're well. Neil says, "Didn't know that, David. Best wishes for a full recovery for sure." Afternoon, early this time next week, we'll be on the cusp of greatness. Your omens say yes, says Graham. Luke's here. Big up, Jose. Hope you're all well, mate. I am, Luke. I hope you are well as well, sir. Jimmy Hotspur says, unfortunately, it's been coming that type of situation for a long time. Lions people need to raise their flag when yards offside. Hope he recovers soon. And then you've got Drula says, afternoon, Jose and the Cockerel crew. Good afternoon, Drula. I hope you're well. That's me. I've said hello to everybody, I believe, that's here in the show already, although there are 28 watching and we've got 14 likes. So people ain't doing the numbers, are they? The numbers don't add up. But regardless of that, we continue. We continue. Right. So as per normal, the first one is the one that takes me a while because I have to crop people out of the show and put people in the show. So we will start. You've got Ben's here. Says, afternoon, everyone. 1 week to Bilbao. Vamos. Vamos a por ellos, todos. Right. The first game, Friday night, Aston Villa, Tottenham, please. Aston Villa, Tottenham, Friday night. And I haven't done my score, so I'm going to have to put them in now. I have to put mine in now. Right, Christopher Inshaw is first in. This is where we see the people. Christopher Inshaw says 3-1. As the song goes, everybody knows what I'm going to do for my scores. So you got 3-1 with Christopher Inshaw. Neil also says 3-1. Let me put Neil's in. It's just finding everyone because everyone was all over the place last week. So Neil's down there. So put Neil in. Have I got any more 3-1s? 3-1 from Neil, just saw. Good afternoon, the doctor. Hello in Small Downs, says the doctor. Good afternoon, the doctor. I hope you're well. Neil says it's the first time I ever put a score against Spurs. Boo. Good evening, Paul. Welcome, sir. We've only just started. Spotlight is going 2-1. So Luke's going 2-1. Boo. Ye of little faith. God. Ye of little faith. Now, Mikey Romero's faithful. Mikey Romero's in my gang. It's interesting, right? Because I've never predicted against Tottenham ever. Yet I sit second in this league. But it has a lot to do with bonus games, I would have thought. A lot to do with bonus games. 1-2 for Drula. A 1-2 for Paul G. See, we're getting some. There is some light, and there is some faith in humanity for me. There is some faith because we've got some people that are going for the home victory, or sorry, the away victory, which is good. We have a 3-0 from Jimmy H. Boo, Jimmy, boo. 3-0 for Jimmy H. Who else? We've got Mikey says. Is that no? It's Ronnie. Ronnie says 4-0. I saw the WhatsApp message, Queen Ellie. He's going to leave them in after the show. That's fine. He's well drilled, Carl. He knows the score. He knows where to put them and that. So 4-0 for Ronnie. 1-2 for Mikey Romero. 3-1 for Neil. You've got David Clark. DC's going for a 3-0 as well. Let's put DC in for 3-0. Richard 1-3. Go on, Richard. You're even more. You've gone even further than me, and further than most of us with a 1-3. Fair play to you, Richard. Well, if anything, if the boys want to turn up on Friday, this is their chance and their opportunity to stake a place or a claim for Friday. For next week's game, because by all accounts today, at the moment, it looks like Kulusevski is out as well next week. 3-0. And someone said that Vicario was seen limping as well. How true that is, I don't know. Graham has gone 0-1. So me and Graham have gone for the away win. Me and Graham support our team. Dan, no doubt, when he does appear, Dan will go for a home win because Dan wants the title really, really bad. I've got to find Graham. Graham's gone in at 0-1 and I can't find Graham. Graham will bump up the list this week, but I think last week he left his in the stream afterwards, so he's further down. Or he could join late, right? 0-1 for Graham. Well, I have Graham's score as well. A 2-0 for GP. The doctor is going for a 2-0. Let me find the doctor. There's the doctor there. On a 2-0. Right, Dottore 2-0 for the Doctor. I got a 3-1 for Ryan G. Like the Dottore's turning it to 2-1. Ryan G is definitely going 3-1. Oh, 3-1 Ryan G. I'm gonna have to watch out with the wall score. What I go for that? Ryan G 3-1. Right, who else have we got? We've got Totspurs 4-1. Oh, ye of little faith, ye of little faith. Have you given up? 1-2 for Paul G. I've got Paul G. Big John's also going 3-1. Let's get Big John in at 3-1. Where's Big John? Now got one Big John. I think Big John, yeah, he left his on the stream last week, so he'd be further down the list there. There he is. Dan's come in. He's gone 3-0. It's all about the glory for Dan. They're all about the glory. 3-0 for Dan, sir. There we go. Got your scoring, mate. Afternoon page. I hope you're well. Archer is about because he says he must have said something. I must have missed it because people. Good afternoon, Jose and Chat. Good afternoon, Archer. Good afternoon, Paige. It's the first game. Graham says Jimmy had Spurs had a better season. Dan would be a dot in my review mirror. In it just, eh? Right, Dan. So we've got Archer coming in at 3-1. Ben Kaufman 0-15. That's the spirit, Ben. That's the spirit, mate. Ben is going for a 0. Ben, you climbed the table. I'm not sure whether you saw the results, but you actually climbed the table last week. You did well, sir. You picked up some points and you climbed the table, which I was quite impressed. Right, let's go one that way and one that way. And we'll have to go a couple this way off. I was going to fit score in it. There we go. Oops. Right, so I've got Ben's as well. Do I miss anyone? Have I missed anyone? Good afternoon, Dan. I hope you well, sir. Oh, here we go. Adrian, 1-2. Adrian, he's still got spirit. Adrian never backs against his team either. 1-2. 2-1 for Jess. Boom. But not with a program, Jess. 2-1 for Jess. Bergwell is running on grass. He might be ready for the final, says Drula. Daniel Kulusevski is having a painkilling injection in an attempt to be fit for the Europa League final, says Paul O'Keefe. Did you see Reggie take out Johnson in training yet? 2-1. Sorry, 2-1 with Page. Yes, I did. I did see that. He didn't take him out, he slipped. Yes, Drula, looks like at the moment he's 50-50. Jose, I hate the Villa. It's only because I think you played a weakened team. A weakened team? A weakened team? God. No, in all honesty, Aston Villa got something to fight for, isn't they? Cooley's having injections, apparently. Reggie hurt Johnson with a heavy tackle in training, but Aaron says he's okay. He slipped. Reggie slipped. If you people see the video, he did slip. And he's caught him. And Brennan Johnson got up after about 10 seconds. He was up on his feet and he was fine. Daniel says it's the business end of the season. Time for predictions at every point counts, says Daniel. Big John says to me, I said, did you make sense of my predictions last time? I put both in after watching them back. Yeah, I did. I put your results in, John, so it's not a problem at all. I did do them. Archer says I admire Adrian's faith. It's not just Adrian, there's a few of us. Right. With that, I'm going to start cutting people out. So this is my cut out moment. So I'm going to cut out Carl Simpson because he's not here yet. So Mr. Simpson's not here. Next one on my list of Carl. Colin Blackshaw's not here. We cut out Colin. Right. Next on my list is Ronnie moves up a spot. Right, let's get Ronnie into there. Right, it's Ronnie. Edem, not here. Cut out Edem. These people may well appear as I'm cutting them out. They cut out of them. I've gone for 1-2, by the way. No surprise to anyone that I'm not going to go for a home victory. So yeah, I've gone for 1-2. Right, let's delete them ones. Nita is not here yet. Let's cut Nita out. Talk amongst yourselves while I do this. It'll only take me a matter of a few minutes to do, but then we'll do it. David Clark moves up. As he is here. And put him up there. And we have a train of Paige, Jess, Paul G, and Queen Ellie all here. So let's put them all in there. That's the one. Shentam's not here yet. So we'll cut Shentam out. Cut Shentam out. Done. Next person in is Ryan G is here. All right, so we put Ryan G into the show. Ryan G's in. And then we've got the Doctor, Drula, and Graham all to be added in. So they move up the list as well. Right, Rakdos is not here. Take him out. Wayne Bonner and Sir Rob. Sir Rob not being here. Sir Rob's normally here. Right. Here's for Rob. Next person, Smithy's not here. So cut out Smith A. Right, the next three people are here, so I can add them to the show. And that is Ben, Mikey, and Richard. Add them three in. Of course, Totspurs is here, so add Totspurs into it. Right, added Totspurs. Luke and Dan Coys further up the leaderboard because they are here. Further up my sheet. Then we have Big John, and last but not least, down near the bottom is Neil, and Neil's been pushed up to near the top. Right. So it's there. Right, Colin Totspur. Right, Vindaloo. Cut Vindaloo up to there. Mr. M, Delhi 20, and Ian Meth are not here. Grant Packham, he normally leaves his on the stream because Grant's at work. No, it's shift work. And Stacey is not here. So we cut Stacey out as well. In the nicest possible way, that is. Right, let's have a look at this list down here. I nearly there. I'm like seconds from moving on to the next game. Just got to add these people together, right? So we have got a lot of people missing, but the stream's been up for days, so people should have known by now. Right, let's go down to this one here, and there we go. Right, so game number 2, people, is also being played Friday night, and game number 2 is Chelsea versus Manchester United. Please, may I have your scores for Chelsea versus Man United? I haven't even done my score for this yet. Difficult because I don't know what Man United are going to do. I don't know what Man United are going to do. Will Man United play with weakened side like Tottenham do? A very weakened side. Or will Man United take risks? They've lost it. I think they've lost Lenny Yoro in the last game. I gave my Tottenham score out 3 times earlier, Daniel. Suffice to say that we've gone for an away. We haven't gone for a home. How very dare I go against Tottenham, eh? Right, first person in was Mr. Inshaw with a 2-1. Jimmy H has gone in with a 2-1. Big John says 2-1. Luke says 2-1. Archer says 2-1. Archer and Luke both say 2-1. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. 2-1 for Adrian. Adrian. Yora's back in training, is he? Okay. Any more 2-1s? Yeah, Jess has gone for a 2-1 and so's Drula. Jess 2-1. Drula 2-1. Queen Elsbells is going 3-1. (3-1) for Queen Ellie. Anyone else gone for a 3-1? I think Mikey Romero has gone for a 3-1 as well. I've got any more 3-1s over here? Hotspurs has gone 3-1. Daz has gone 3-1. Where's Daz? There's Daz there. 3-1. And anyone else on a 3-1? No. Paige is going for a 1-2. Copy back Paige. So Paige has gone for a 1-2. Has anybody else gone for a 1-2? Richard has gone for a 1-2. Let's get Richard in there as well. Let's score on 8-14. There's a train. There's a train leaving Manchester. Um, 2-0 for Dan. Let me find the 2-0s. What's the 3-0s? All right, there's Dan. Dan's got rid 2-0 in this one. 2-0 for Dan. Have I got any more 2-0s? So 2-0 for Dan. Anyone else on 2-0? Paul G's on a 2-0. Paul G's on a 2-0. Ryan's 2-0. David Clark's 2-0. So Ryan is 2-0. And DC is 2-0. Ronnie's 2-0. Neil's 2-0. Ronnie is 2-0. Neil is 2-0. So then we only got a few scores. Graham is 1-1. The Doctor is 3-0. Am I missing anyone? I think I've got everybody, unless there's anyone new that's came in. Right. Right. I've gone for Chelsea 3, Man United 0. And we've got Yoro weren't training today, and Delict and him both missed training, says Dan. Drew says Mr. David, Mr. Clark. Yoro and Delict not training. And Big Johnson's had some fun times up the King's Road back in the day. It's always lively at Chelsea away. I used to go to school in just behind Peter Jones. Is where I went to secondary school in Sloane Square. So I'd be in the King's Road. About 6 years of my life I spent in the King's Road having my lunch breaks and going and mingling with the punks and that they used to have down the King's Road in the late 70s and early 80s. It was a superb place to actually go and spend time in as a youngster. But they've got an awful club down there called Chelsea. Right, we move on. We move on. The next game is this is the early game on Sunday, apparently. It's Everton Southampton. If I remember rightly, this is being played Sunday and it's the early game. I think it's a midday kickoff on Sunday. First person in was Paige, I believe, on a 2-1. Let me have a look. Let me make sure. It's the tennis. I don't want the tennis on at the moment. All them fixtures. Sunday the 18th. Everton, Southampton is at midday. It's a midday kickoff, so it's the early game. And this is the one we're looking at the moment. And there's a 2-1 from Page. Let's just get that in there. Page says 2-1. Anyone else on a 2-1? Round tables here. Good. Second game, Nick. The first game was Villa Tottenham. Second game, Villa Tottenham was the first game. Let's just put you in the show, mate. Nick, good morning to you, Nick, anyway, by the way. Nice to see you. Right, so 2-1s. Nick Graham's on a 2-1. Graham's 2-1. Adrian's 2-1. Last game at Goodison, it certainly is. Drula is 2-1. Buenos dias, Senor Nick. Who else we got? Jess is also 2-1. Right, so we've got Jess at 2-1. Graham, Roundtable Talk, got them ones. Did I get anyone? No, I missed Page. Yeah, I've got Pages as well. 3-1s coming in from the doctor. Doctor says 3-1. Right, so the doctor says 3-1. Luke says 3-1. Is there any more 3-1s that I can see there? No. No. Right. I can see Mikey R coming in with a 3-0. So I'm going to pick on 3-0s. Are there any more 3-0s? Is he the only one? I can see a series of 2-0s. Right, so he's only 3-0 I can see at the moment. Paul G is 2-0. Paul G, let's find Paul G. Paul G is 2-0. And David Clark is 2-0. Archer 2-0. Jimmy H 2-0. Dan 2-0. Big John 2-0. Big John 2-0. Christopher Inshaw 2-0. I think they're all the 2-0s I can see. Neil says 2-1. Okay, we'll add Neil into 2-1. And Nick says 2-1 for the first game. So 3-2 for Ellie. Two, 1. 10-11 for Ben. 10-11. Ronnie 1-0. Who else we got after Ronnie? Right, where's Ryan's score? Ryan, where's your score? Ryan. Is Ryan coming in late with his score? Did Ryan give me a score? No, he hasn't. So, Nick, I'm missing your Everton Southampton. I've got you both for the first two, but I haven't got your Everton Southampton score. Right, Ryan G hasn't given me a score. Richard and Totspurs. Where's Richard and Totspurs? Let me go have a look. Big Rachel. Top Spurs have gone 3-1. So I need Nick, Richard, and Ryan. 2-1 Everton. So it's another 2-1. Okay. Right, so that's you done and sorted. Now I'm looking for Richard and Ryan. So there's another 2-0. Okay, that's why I couldn't see your score. Right, so now I just need to go up again and look for Richard. Did Richard give me a score? There's no doubt he may well have done, and I just looked at 2-2. Okay, I've got everybody's. Right. I have gone for 3-0 to Everton. 3-0 to Everton. I may change my mind on some of these scores, and if I do, I will post them. But I'm going to go for a 3-0 for Everton for the time being. Seeing I'm being pushed, I'm going to go for that. Right, the next game we've got is West Ham Forest. West Ham versus Nottingham. West Ham versus Nottingham Forest. 1-2 for Christopher Inchore first in. Mr. Inchore 1-2. Ronnie 1-2. Page 1-2. Round table 1-2. Jess 1-2. David Clark 1-2. Neil 1-2. I think I've got the 1-2 sorted. Drew's on the 1-2 as well. Diamond Adrian 1-3. Use lapdog, Ryan. Let him check for himself. Let him check for himself. Tag team, Ryan and Dan. Yeah, tag team, Ryan and Dan. 1-1. In the end, it don't matter. In the end, it'll end in tears. Richard 1-3. Right, who else have I got? Have I got any more 1-3s there? Because I've got 1-4s. 1-3, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. No, there's no more 1-3s. 6-0 for Ben. There's 0. Right. Right, who we got then? Archer has gone 0-2. Archer 0-2. Right, Archer's gone 0-2. Right, I'm going to hunt these down the other way around now. Archer, I've got Archer and I went 0-2. Spurs GC2B's gone 0-2. So Graham's gone 0-2. 2-1 for Tot Spurs. A 1-1 for Jimmy H. Daniel, I've got them. Am I missing people here or what? Ryan G01. Right, let me just go by one because it could be that this is all jumping again. Right, Paul Jean and Queen Ellie. So one's a blue Monica, one's a pink. Blue and pink. Okay, Paul G and Ellie have not given me scores. The doctor is Ellie's just coming with a tool just now. Just seen it. The Doctor is purple. The Doctor hasn't given me a score yet. He has now 1-0. Paul Jesus come in with a 1-1. There we go. These are starting to filter in now. Right, and then I've got to look for Big Bad John. And Big Bad John said 1-2. Jose score for this game is West Ham 3, Nottingham Forest 1. 3-1 home victory, Forest. In your face, doubters. Right, Brentford Fulham the next game, please, people. Brentford Fulham. Thanks, Ellie. It's very kind of you. Christopher Inshaw is first in. Brentford Fulham. Right. So Forest are playing. West Ham are playing Forest at 2:15. So there's a game on Sunday at 12. Then there's one at 2:15. Brentford and the next game will be a 3 o'clock kickoff on Sunday. And the game after that is a 4:30 kickoff on Sunday. Just trying to let people know where we're about. So Christopher Inshaw is 2-1. Right, so right, 2-1 for Mr. Inshaw, 2-1 for Page, a 2-1 for Daniel, a 2-1 for Big John. Oh, Bobby K has come in with a 1-2. Good afternoon. Good morning to you, Bobby. Hope you're well, sir. Hope you're well. The YouTube police have kept away from us, Bobby. So thank you very much, Bobby. We seem to have got away with it. The YouTube police have kept away from us. Where's Mr. Bobby K? Get Mr. Bobby K into the show, man. Right, Mr. Bobby K. Put him in now. There's Bobby K. They're not vying for the Spurs job. Right, who we got? We've got some 3-2s. So Archer's gone 3-2. Archer has gone 3-2. Right, so we give that to Archer. I can see Mikey Romero has also gone 3-2. So 3-2. Is there any more 3-2s up there? I've got a couple of 3-1s I can see, but any 3-2, 3-2 for Queen, Els, Bells, Hoiberg. Ellie Belly, 3-2. Right. Is there any more 3-2s? I can see 3-1s. Right. I'm going to start on the 3-1s now. And the 3-1s I can see is Jimmy H. It's predicted a 3-1. Ronnie has predicted a 3-1. What's that? David Clark 3-1 with Jess 3-1. So start here 3-1 to Villa. 3-1 to Villa. Who's 3-1 to Villa? Richard has gone 2-1. Start here because I'm going to roll back for Bobby K as well. So you might as well start here, mate. Side dance. I need to find Sai and put him into the show. It's only fair. Right. Don't worry, mate. I just start now with Bobby, and then we can go from there. 2-1 for Top Sparrows. 2-1 for Top Sparrows. 2-1 for Top Sparrows. 3-1 for die in this game. Right, 3-1. Right, who else have we got? 2-1s I've got. 3-1 for Sai. For Sai. 2-1 for Richard I've got. 3-2 Archer I've got. Mikey Romero I've got. Bobby Cow I've got. Big John I've got. Jess I've got. David Clark. Graham 2-2. I didn't have Graham. So I'll put Graham's in there at 2. Gus Parker at 1-1. Didn't have the 1-1. Was fine, Gus. I'll put Gus in at the 1-1. 2-1 down. 1-2 for Nick. 1-2 for Nick. 3-1 Ronnie. 2-1, 2-1. 2-2 for Neil, which I wouldn't have had. 2-2 for Neil. Oh, there's a few I'm missing here, isn't there? Luke 2-2. Where's Luke? There's Luke thrown up the list. There's Luke. Luke's also gone 2-2. Right, I have to go and find these ones. I have to find Adrian. I bet if I get to the bottom, maybe just put a score in there. Right, here we go. 2-1. It's not me. I have to find these people. Adrian 2-1. Paul G has just put a score in of 1-0. So let's get Paul G in at 1-0. Ryan G. Ryan G. What did Ryan go from? 3-2 for Ryan. Drew La La 2-1. And the only person I'm missing is Big Bad Ben. Ben with these miraculous scores. And I don't believe that Ben's given me a miraculous score this time round. Let me have a look. Might be wrong. But I don't think I've seen a score from Ben. And I have not seen a score from Ben. Right, so we're done with that. So my scoreline, so Ben's not there. My scoreline is Brentford 3, Fulham 0. And we move on. Leicester versus Ipswich. Leicester v Ipswich, please, people. This is the last of the 3 o'clock games on Sunday. Good afternoon, John. I hope you're well, sir. I hope you're well, mate. Been a while. Who are Leicester playing? Ipswich. Why have I got Leicester Fulham and Brentford Fulham? Right, that needs to change. That's Ipswich. Right. Interesting game, this one. Page is going in for a 1-2. Page is going in for a 1-2. Jess says 1-2. Ryan says 1-2. Jimmy H says 1-2. Neil 1-2. So he's had surgery. So that means the boy is out. If he's had surgery, the boy is out. People are saying that Tottenham have released a statement. So that means he is out. Right, I'm going to be able to read all this after I catch up with everybody in the chat. So Queen Ellie is 3-0. Good afternoon, Henry Thong. I hope you're well, sir. Henry Thong TV. I hope you're well. Who am I looking for? Queen Ellie on a 3-0. 3-0. Paul G 2-1. Big John 2-1. Archer 2-all. And I'm going to do them in a minute. I'm looking for the 2-1s. David Clark says 2-1. Side Dancer says 2-1. Nick says 2-1. Totspur says 2-1. Gus Parker, the doctor, says 2-1. Gus, ain't your healing hands going to heal our players? They're all dropping down like flies. Dan says 2-1. Right, I've got a couple of 1-alls that I've got to put in there. There's a 1-all from Ronnie. There's a 1-all from Graham. Is there any more 1-alls? I can see Archer's got 1-all. I think then he edited it to 2-all. Christopher Inshaw's gone 1-all. Christopher. Mikey Rivera says 2-all. Archer says 2-all as well. So Archer and Mikey are both on a 2-all draw. Gee, where's a 2-all? There's a 2-all there. So I give the 2-all to Archer. I give the 2-all to Mikey R. These bearers of bad news, eh? So Drew Richard, right. Ben is just confirming as well. The Kulisevsky news. Adrian has gone 1-all. Adrian says 1-all. Drula says 1-2. Drula says 1-2. So I'm looking for Richard, Luke, and Bobby. Richard, Luke, and Bobby. Right, so Luke's gone 1-all. So it's Richard and Bobby. Richard's gone 2-0. And then Bobby would have given me a score, but it'd be further up. 0-2 for Bobby. Right, now I can read some of your comments because I've got everyone's scores. I'm going to go for Leicester 2, Ipswich 0. Right, so what are we saying then, people? Vardy to get his 200th goal. Tottenham have just released a statement. Kulu is out the final. What the F are we going to do now? Go and win it. Simple as. Go and win it. Right, who else we got? Let's be honest. Our only hope is Man United putting a shambolic performance in the final because we have no threat in the midfield at all now. There's more ways to beat Man United than having a playmaker in the midfield. Just read this, however. Spurs manager Postecoglou believes attacker David Kulisevsky is going to be okay for the Europa League final against Manchester United, despite picking up an injury. He said that yesterday, I think, in a press conference, or the day before. What day are we today? Wednesday. Okay, so on Monday he didn't train and he said he was being assessed and he was hoping he'd be all right for the final. But today, I've not seen it because we're on here live, but people are saying, and I've got no reason to disbelieve anyone, but the majority of the people in the chat are telling us it's been broken, that he is out. He's had an op or surgery and he's out. And yeah, suppose you said, damn, we were written off before Frankfurt and Bodo. We got this, mate. Ben says breaking. Deja has just had surgery. He could be out for 3 months. A right patella injury. Deja Kulusevski suffered an injury to his right patella and undergone surgery today to repair it. What are all our injuries? Always long term. Oh, mate. 18-8 for Ben in this one, an 18-all draw. So Ben, just if you want to catch up with the Joneses, so to speak, I need a score for you for Brentford Fulham, and then if I've got that, you are up to date, Ben. 18-18, so it's a draw basically. He's got warning. He's trying to fit them into this bloody gap. Right, if I do that, that's in the gap. Yeah, that's in the gap. Lads, Man United just pulled G that the spirit, sir. That's the spirit. Got to say, we've been unlucky with injuries this season, with injuries to key players. I'll be real. I've lost all hope now. I'm out. Peace. Here we go. He's undergone surgery on his patella. I just read in Spurs Official. Kulu was struggling for fitness anyway. Said Jimmy H. United still a blow. Dan can't believe it. Ronnie is worried for the final. I ain't worried. My prediction for the final still stands. And my prediction is 2-0 to Tottenham. 2-0. We win. Kulusevski's definitely out the final, says Adrian. Yeah. After what Angel's saying about the mole, you would think Kulu news needed to be kept under wraps. Well, it doesn't. Bobby, I'm going back now to have a look. Sorry, here we go. Super chat from Bobby says, Jose, get a pint on me, bro. This is for all the time and the commitment you give us, your loyal fans. Much appreciated and love the atmosphere here. Bobby K, couldn't do it without you guys. You lot are absolutely brilliant. And it's great. I enjoy the community we have here. And it's no different. It's probably slightly different to, it's more or less the people that go into your shows when you were doing your shows as well. Albeit that yours are a bit more raucous than mine. Mine are a bit more mellow. Apart from some people that come and unmellow it. If you know what I mean, Bob. If you know what I mean. But thank you very much. It's appreciated, my man. Thank you for your support and thank you for your kindness and thank you for your friendship since I started doing this. So thank you very much. Here, look at that. Bobby says, yeah, he agrees with me. He is brilliant. Some people in your chat, not all, but some. Ronnie says, now with Manners, Berglau, Kulu out, we all have to go to Biss, Lolo and Son in midfield with Sonny in the 10 and have Richie, Dom and Johnson up top. Come on, you Spurs. Well, someone was saying that, Drula was saying that Berglau was on the grass today. It's a great place to come and get amused whilst playing a game, says Neil. Thank you very much, Neil. Right, we move on. This game must be being played on Monday. No, Sunday. Okay, the 4:30 game on Sunday is Arsenal versus Newcastle, please. Sonny is in training, Bobby, and he will play minutes on Friday against Villa, is what Ange told us. So he's around. I'm sorry, we're living with the fairies if we don't think losing our two most influential players in midfield in an attacking element is not going to screw us. Each to their own, Dan. Each to their own. I'm not. For me, it's been written in stone for me. What 2-0, 2-0 for Tottenham, and that's what I'm sticking with, mate. 2-0 Tottenham. Graham is coming in with a 1-1, so we'll put Graham in first because he's coming with a 1-1. Has anyone else said 1-1? Because if they have, I can put them in there. Queen Ellie says 1-1. Ooh, Ellie's also gone for a 1-1. Right, I'm going to go with the 2-1s at the moment because there seems to be a few of you. And the first one I can see is Luke. So Luke, 2-1. Tot Spurs, 2-1. So do you think people will lose their heads now that Kulusevski's out and they'll do a show all about Kulusevski and how shit he's been and he's awful, blah, blah, blah. But now that's what they've been saying. He's out of form, he's shit. Now he's out. You've got something else to talk about. Yeah, it's just absolutely mental, this fan base. 2-2 for Adrian. Vicario was said to be limping. I don't know how true that is, but that's what was being said. A 0.25. I thought it was an M25. 0.25. That's not right. Side dancers going for the Daigle as well. Let me get side dancer in here. Side dancer. Going for the Daigle. Right, so I've got your Daigle in there. I need to go back up. Further up, further up, further up. Right, start with the 1-2s because I think we might have a bit more of the 1-2s. Some people are favouring Newcastle, and one of them is Bobby K. He's on a 1-2. Jimmy H is on a 1-2. Jess is on a 1-2. Paul G's on a 1-2. Nick's on a 1-2. Ronnie's on a 1-2. Who else we got? Drewler's on a 1-2. Archer's on a 1-2. Made this scores quite easy for me, I think. Neil's on a 1-2. Neil's on a 1-2. Have I got any more down here? Page is 1-2. David Clark. Let me see what you've gone for. Christopher Inshaw's gone for 2. Christopher Inshaw's gone for 2. Yeah, I've got Christopher's. Right, what did DC go for? DC went for 1-0. 1-0 for DC. I have Ryan G and Gus. Ryan G. Gus is 0-1. Ryan G. What's Ryan G got? Let me go back up and I will find Ryan. No, can't see Ryan there at all. Next one is Mikey and Richard. Mikey's 1-3. Big John 0-0. Senor Jose, I'm going for a Cerveza, so put the rest of my scores as a treble Daigle 6-all, please. No worries at all done, Ben. Right, 6 alls and 3 of them. That's lovely. Right, now I'm still looking for Ryan G. Ryan G's just come in with 2-1. That's why I couldn't find Ryan's anywhere. Ryan G 2. And now I'm just missing Richard and Dan Coys. I've got no reason to doubt that they've given them already. I just have to go back up and look. Richard and Dan. No, I haven't got a score from Richard and Dan. Richard 2-3. And I've not received a score from Dan at all. So I'm going to move on, Dan, because you're not giving me a score. You're talking about the injury and that, but not giving me a score. So I'm going to move on, Dan, with no score from you. Brighton versus Liverpool, please, next for people. Brighton versus Liverpool. Page in first with a 1-2. Right, I'm going to go with Paige first because she was the first one in. Right, so Paige is... Oh, sorry, Arsenal Newcastle. My turn, isn't it? I'm not giving you an Arsenal Newcastle scoreline yet. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw Arsenal Newcastle for me. Like the 1-2s are starting with Paige. You want 1-2. So Brighton 1, Liverpool 2, and Christopher Inshaw's gone for the same score. Round table, Nick has gone for the same score. David Clark, also the same score. Jess has gone for the same score. And Paul G has gone for the same score. Graham has gone for the same score, and so has Luke. So Luke and Graham have all gone for the same score. Tot Spurs, Daz has gone for a 2 draw. I'm only for Tot Spurs went for a 2, but somebody else has gone for a 2, and that's Ronnie. Ronnie has also gone 2 draw. Queen Ellie gone for a 2. Archer's gone for a 2. LA and Archer have all gone for a 2 draw. Gus has gone for a 2 draw. Drula's changing hers again to a 1-2. Okay, 1-2 for Drula. 0-2 for John. Big John's going for a 0-2. Has anyone else gone for a 0-2? Bobby's gone 2-1. Bobby. So Bobby K has gone for a 2-1. Zero 2 for Ryan. Two. Drula's, don't change Drula's. Paul G's 1-2. I did Paul G's. Side dancer 1-3. I haven't done size yet. I know that. 1-3 for side. So I'll go up there. Jess done Queen. Yeah. Adrian 1-3. Adrian's on a 1-3. Neil has gone for a 1-1 draw. Neil, where's Neil? Neil was there for 1-1 draw for Neil. Jimmy H 2-1. Did I get Jimmy H's? No, I didn't. So I'll put Jimmy H's in there now. 2-1 with Jimmy H. Right, so who am I looking for? I am searching. I'm on the search. I'm looking for Mikey Romero and Richard. All right, let me have a look. Mikey Romero and Richard. No scores from Mikey Romero and Richard. No scores from Dan Coys. Mikey Romero's gone 1-2. So 1-2 for Mikey. Nothing from Richard. Nothing from Dan. And Jose's scoreline will be Brighton 0. Liverpool 3. I'm going for a 0-3 to Liverpool. Richard, I just want to check one more time that Richard hasn't given me a score. No, Richard hasn't given me a score. Yes, he has. Now he's coming really 1-3. 1-3 for Richard. Right. Which now means that we move on to our next game. These games are being played. So the Liverpool-Brighton game is on Monday night. It's Monday Night Football. And these last two games are being played on Tuesday of next week. And the first one is it's the cup finalists that are being played next week. And that's Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Palace versus Wolves. I think Paige is coming in first with a 2-1. If I'm wrong, Paige, let me know, but I just saw 2-1 there. Paige says 2-1, so let's get Paige in there. She said 2-1. She was hotly followed by Graham, says 2-1. Ooh, where are we now? Neil says 2-1. Queen Ellie says 2-1. Jess says 2-1. Ronnie's 2-1. Drula 2-1. David Clark 2-1. Archer 2-1. Paul G 2-1. Round table 2-2. It's a bit different for you, Nick, isn't it? Nick's catching us live and he's going for a 2-all draw. That's 1-0. Big John says 2-0. Totspur says 1-2. Bobby K, a double deuce, 2-2. Christopher Inshaw is also on a draw. We go up to Christopher Inshaw. He's gone for a draw. Do we have any more 2-2s up there? No, but we've got a 1-2. Sorry, a 1-all for Side Dancer. Right. Jimmy H. What's Jimmy H gone for? Let me have a look. Jimmy 0-1. Adrian. That's Adrian coming with a score. Luke says 2-1. Adrian says 1-all. And then Luke, fly down to Luke, says 2-1. 2-1. Right, so now I've got to go for Ryan G. 1-all. Mikey Romero and Richard. Mikey Romero, I saw that he put a score in 1-2 for Mikey. Richard. Has Richard given me a score? Go back and have a look. No, Richard hasn't given me a score. And Richard's the only person I'm waiting on. Dan's not around. So Richard for his score. Good afternoon, Wayne. Start now, Wayne, if you want. At this game, and I'm doing the rollbacks anyway, Wayne, so you're not late. Mr. Wayne Bonner. Let me add Wayne into the show. Wayne been here, Wayne Bonner. Wayne says it's going to be a long old week. It may well be. It may well be. Big John says to me that Richard, Colin Blackshaw, start here, Colin. Right, let me add Colin as well. See, I'm accommodating to all. Colin Blackshaw. Where's Colin Blackshaw? Right, Colin Blackshaw's down there. Right. Mr. Blackshaw's coming with a 3-1. Richard was said 1-3 for the last game. Right. And then we, oh, sorry, Crystal Palace Wolves. What am I going to go for? I'm going to go for 3-0 to Palace. 3-0 to Palace I'm going for. Right. We then have Man City Bournemouth, please, people. Man City Bournemouth. Page is first in. Colin's saying afternoon to the chat. And Wayne is saying it's going to be a long old week. Right, let's see what we got. What we got. Right, let me go back up. And the first person that came in was Paige on 2-1. It's better just to let a few come through. Do you know what? We're really good for time. Really, really good for time. We've actually flown this today. And this is all the predictions for the Premiership. But if we wanted to do 2 bonus games today, I could do 2 today and leave 10 for Friday, because then it cuts my time, because we're really, really good on time today. We've done this in an hour and 20 minutes. That's got to be some sort of record. I mean, it's up to you guys. You want to continue, we'll continue. But you lot have absolutely smashed it out of the park today. It's probably because we've only got like 20 odd people playing at the moment, but you're here, and we can get done. So if you want me to add a couple of bonus games today, I can throw a couple in there. There's a 3-2, a 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Then I've got a 3-2 for Hotspurs. There's a 2 for Mikey R. Senor Romero. Romero's gone for a 2 draw. 2 draw for Mr. Mikey. A 1-0 for Jimmy H. A 3-2 for Luke as well. Luke likes the 3-2 as well. A 2 for Neil. A 2 for Colin B. Who else we got there? Graham, let me see if there's any more tools. Jess has gone for a tool. Jess, a tool. Any more tools as I'm looking? Richard says 4-1. People are saying let's do it. Okay, we'll do it. Then I'll pick a couple today, because I mean, it's all on you lot. You lot, how many do you want? How many bonus games do you want? I mean, if you want 12, I'll do 2 today and 10 on Friday. If you want more than 2 today, I'll do more than 2 today. Today for time, we're absolutely smashing it, in all honesty. So for time, I'm fine. I'm not in a rush to go and play football. It just depends on what you guys want to do, because this normally takes a couple of hours. But today, we have flown through it. I've got a 3-1 with Gus Parker for this current game. I've got a 3-1 for Drula for this current game. Is there any more 3-1s up there? I can see a 3-2, 2-1, 3-2, 3-1 for Archer. 2-1. A 3-1 for Ryan. Senor Ryan G. Do any more 3? Yep, David Clark's also 3-1. Right, I think I've got them ones up there. 1-0, 2-0, 2-2. 1-0 for Graham. Did I get Graham's score? Yeah, we'll put Graham in there. Graham a 1-1 draw. Bobby K is 3-0. Then you're the Bobby 3-0. 3-0 or 3-1. 2-1 for Drula. Right, let me get some 2-1s in there because I didn't have any 2-1s. So we've got Drula on a 2-1. I've got Drula on 3-1. Why have I got Drula on 3-1? Okay. I'll change that Drula to 2-1. Adrian for 2-1. Have I got any more 2-1s there? Drula says 2-1 and then changed it to 3-1. Okay. So it's a 2-1 to a 3-1. Right. 3-1 Drula's gone. Not actually. Drula's changed the score to 3-1. Right. So I had Drula right the first time round. 2-0 for Queen Els. Ellie's 2-0. 4-1 for Richard. Right, I've got Richard's 4-1. No, I've got it in the wrong place. Right, I need to go slowly on this to see where I am. Right, I'm going to look for Ronnie. Wow, I'm going further up. Richard says 2-1 and 4. Richard, are you 2-1 or 4-1? Because you've given me a 2-1 and 4-1. Richard, where's Richard? He gave me 2-1, then 4-1. Well, I've put him in at 4-1 because that's what I can see. Right, Ronnie. What's Ronnie giving me? Ronnie's gone for 3-2. I think Wayne also went for 3-2. So Ronnie's gone for 3-2. Did I see Wayne going for 3-2 as well? Wayne 3-2. Yes, that's correct. That's what I did see. So Wayne's gone 3-2 as well. And now I've got to go hunting for Paul G's in blue. He's gone for 2-0. We have Paul G at 2-0. And then Big John. Big John, MOT. Big John. Right, so it's Big John I'm missing, isn't it? Get back up and have a look again. It's not unlike Big John. Yeah, it's 2-0. I was going to say it's unlike Big John. John always gives me a score. 2-0 Big John. Right, Nick and Side Dancer. The last two I'm looking for this one. If I go up, I will be able to see everyone again. Side Dancer's gone 2-1. Side is 2-1. And it means I'm now looking for round table. So for Nick. Right, let's see for round table. 2-0. Right, 2-0. Right, this game is between Man City and Bournemouth. So Bournemouth and Brighton and teams like that, they've got nothing to play for because they cannot get into Europe now. So it's the teams that are battling for Europe. I am going to go for Man City 3, Bournemouth 0 is what I'm going to go for. Right, I have everybody at the moment. Now I've got to look for some. Let me see what you guys have said when I asked the question. You're getting the hang of this lark. Sounds good, says Chris. Go for it, Jose, says Ryan G. You're getting the hang of this lark. do 2 today, says Bobby K. Good for me, Jimmy Oxford. 2 good with me, says Paige. Let's do it, Jose says Top Spurs. Happy with 2 extra for Neil. I'm tuning. Happy to do as many as he wants, says Ryan G. Am I all caught up, Mikey? Yeah, you are at the moment. Bonus guys can have 2-1 home victories, please. I went 2-0. Right, now I've just got to look for some bonus games. So bearing in mind the dates that these are being played. Right, what day is it today? Today is a Wednesday. Right, let me have a look, see if I can find something. If I can find 2 that are being played in the same league, it might be easier. I can know it's loads being played in that league. I'm doing 2, Nick. I'm only going to do 2 games today, and I'll do 10 on Friday. It's just that I've got so much time today, I might as well pick a couple today. Yeah, but if I do them tonight, then it doesn't give people a chance, Page, that I'm going to leave them on the stream, because that means I would have missed out if I did them tonight. So I've got to pick games that are going to be played. Right, I've got one, right, and I'm going to stick it in now. Fuck knows, I ain't got no clue about these teams. Right, so I'm going to stick this one in. Right, that's one game. And the second game is this is a mouthful. I'm not going to be able to spell this one right. Wow. Right, people, you ready? These are the 2 games I've picked. Right. Stal Mielek versus Radomiak Radom. There's a tongue twister for you. So Stal Mielek versus Radomiak Radom. So this is Stal Mielek versus Radomiak Radom. I can remember these ones, didn't I? Page is coming first with a 1-2. Right, so Page says 1-2. Page's gone for 1-2. Then I've got Wayne says 3-1. Wayne Bonner says 3-1. Bonner 3-1. Oh, let me have a look. Adrian says 2-1. Adrian 2-1. Side dancer needs. Brian's gone to check the league. Oh my god, this is superb. Copy side dancer's gone 2-all. You got Drooler's gone 2-0. It's Drooler. Drooler's down here. 2-0. Right, we've got Driller at 2-0. Big John 1-all. Big John's gone for a 1-all draw. $30 here, 22 likes, 80 of you are on a hit list right now. You have 90 seconds to correct the error of your ways. People don't like it in the like button, Bobby. They used to like it many moons ago. Now they don't give a fucking toss. 2-all for Graham, 1-all for Jimmy H. Jimmy H 1-all. 3-2 for Bobby. Bobby K is on a 3-2. Who else we got? We've got a 1-2 for Jess. I think I see Ronnie saying 1-2 as well. So let me just get Ronnie's 1-2 in there. A 1-2 for Ryan and a 1-2 for Archer. Archer and Ryan. A 1-all for Queen Ellie and Colin B. That's your 1-all as well. Have I got any more 1-alls up there? Jimmy H says 1-all. I've got Jimmy H's already. Big John said 1-all, and I think I've got Big John's already. Excuse me. Yeah, I have. Right, so let me go back down. Archer says 1-2. I did Archer already. Bobby K, coming with a novel idea. Can you give me the scores after the games? Because he's doing terrible this year. What a novel idea that is. Gus Parker 0-0. The doctor says 0-0. Ronnie 1-2. Christopher Inshaw 2-1. Yeah, got Big Chris in there 2-1. DC, was DC gone more? Because he would have given me a score, surely. Have I got DC? Is he shot off? It's unlike DC to do that, but if he has, he has. Right, I can't see one for DC. Paul G. Has he given me a score? Has he shot off as well? Paul G hasn't given me a score either. So DC and Paul G are both missing a score. Round table talk. Nick says 2-1. So Nick, you are in. I will get you scoring, sir. Paul G. Right, Ben Kaufman. He said 6-all, didn't he, for the rest of the games? So add 2 more 6-alls for Ben in. That's Ben sorted. Right, Mikey R and Richard. Did Mikey R and Richard give me scores? As I go up the list, there's no scores from Mikey R and Richard. This is what I mean. You don't watch it, you miss the games. Luke. Did Luke give me a score? No score from Luke either. That's fair enough. And then last but not least, Neil. I've got to find Neil. Neil's definitely giving me a score. I just need to look for it, don't I? Neil's gone 3-1. Right, so people have missed out on this one. I move on. I've gone for a 1-2 scoreline. 1-2 scoreline. Jose, Richard put 2-1 with the bonuses. Oh, did he? Okay. Right. So thanks for reminding me, sir. Right. So Richard said 2-1 with the bonus games. Okay. That's Richard done then. Right. We move on. I've gone for 1-2. And the next game we got, Paul G says 1-2 as well. Paul G 1-2. Right, we get Paul G in. And we then have the next game, which is Slask Rocklaw versus Jagiellonia Bialystok. That was a mouthful. Right, now we've got to put this Slack Rocklaw versus Jag Bialystok. Jab. Okay. Here we go. Or this one. I'll go for a. Right. Okay. Done my score. Right. Page says 1-2. Right. So it's a 1-2 for Page. The only league that I could find there was 2 games being played at the same time. Otherwise, it becomes madness. Is there any more 1-2s? Colin Blackshaw's gone 1-2. Mr. Blackshaw's gone 1-2. A 1-4 for Ronnie. Ronnie 1-4. 1-4 for Ronnie. A 1-3 for Christopher Inshaw. A 1-3 for Jess. Got any more 1-3s there? No. Right. I've got a 0-2 for Graham. And a 0-2 for Big John. Big John. Yeah, fucking 0-2s. There must have been a 0-2 earlier on the day somewhere along the lines. I can copy and paste, surely. Oh, lordy, where's the 0-2? There we go, found one. Right, so Archer 0-2. Big John 0-2. Graham 0-2. Right, okay, so that's the 0-2s I've seen. And then I've got a 0-3 for Tot Spurs. Any more 0-3s anyway? Right, there's one there. So Tot Spurs has gone 0-3. Right, we have Tot Spurs in the house. 0-3. Neil 0-3. Bobby K 0-1. Bobby K 0-1. I can see a 4-3. Who's coming with a 4-3? Wayne Bonner 4-3. Side Dancer 2-1. Adrian 2-1. Nick 2-1. Drula 2-1. Drula 2-1. Have I got any more? Right, I've got a 1-2 for Gus P. 1-2 for Gus Parker. I have a 0-2 for Paul G. Paul G 0-2. I have a 1-2 for Ellie. Two one, yeah, Mr. David Clark, you missed the last game as well. The last game, I'll come back to it, David, in a second. Give me a chance to do this. and I'll come back. Right, Jimmy H. What did Jimmy H go for? 1-0. Ryan G. Ryan G's probably gone. Ryan G's probably gone somewhere, isn't he? Ryan G's still not giving a score. Ryan G's not giving me a score. Mikey Romero's not giving me a score. Luke hasn't given me a score. So it's just Ryan G that I need, and then I can go and start doing the rollbacks. 0-1 for Ryan G. Right, in this game, I've gone for 1-3. David Clark, and then I'm going to do the rollbacks. Just give this to David Clark, and then I can roll back. David, this is the one that you've missed. Stal Milek versus Radomiak Radom. That's the one that you've missed, David. Right? And then for the others, this is for Bobby K, Wayne Bonner, Colin Blackshaw. So this one is for David Clark, and this is for Bobby K, Side Dancer, Colin Blackshaw. And the reason why I'm saying this for them is because Si, you'd already given me a score for this earlier, which I took. You gave me 3-1. I've taken that unless you want me to change it. Two all for Mr. Blackshaw. A 1-2 for Mr. Bonner. See, Mr. Bonner knows it. Mr. Bonner knows it. Thanks, Paige. Don't forget to hit the like button, people, on the way out. You haven't done it in the way in. You haven't done it during the show. Try doing it on the way out. Be good. Right. Game. 1-3 for Bobby. Okay, F that. Going to 1-3. That's fine. I can do that. Man of my own art. There we go. Right. This is for Bobby, Si, Wayne, and Colin. Yeah, David, what I said, mate, earlier is that when we got to the 9th game, the Premiership, I said we've got so much time. We've done it so quickly this week, the games, that I said, shall I do 2 bonus games today and then I'll do 10 or whatever on Friday? And people said, yeah, do 2. So I did 2 today. So Bobby, Si, Wayne, Colin, it's Chelsea Man United, please. Oh, here we go. Wayne's coming with a 3-1. Thanks, Christopher. Take care, mate. Have a good day, and I'll see you Friday. 2-1 for Si. A 1-0 for Colin B. And a 4-0 for Bobby K. Or Zip. Right, for the same 4 people. Everton, Southampton. I've got yours, David. I put it in already for you, mate. So this is for Bobby, Si, Wayne, Colin. People haven't watched the show today. They're going to miss it. There's already been 2 bonus games given out today. Si says 2-1. 2-1 for Si. 2-1 for Wayne. A 2-0 for Colin B. And Bobby says 2-0 as well. Right. Same 4 gentlemen again, please. Your next game is West Ham versus Nottingham Forest. West Ham Forest, please, gentlemen. Two for Bobby, I think. Yeah. 2 for Bobby. A 1-3 for Colin B. . 1-3. A 2-3 for Wayne. And a 1-3 for Si. 2-3-4. Who's that for Wayne? Right, Bobby and Si, you are completed for today. Right, so the last, these are for Wayne and Colin, please. Brentford Fulham for Wayne and Colin. Have a good day, Bobby. Take care. Thank you very much, Bobby. Colin says 3-0. Wayne says 2-0. Right, the next game for you gentlemen is Leicester versus Ipswich. Bobby says still here, need to watch the outro. Fantastic. It's great looking at your own artwork. It's brilliant. Love it, Bobby. Oh. 1-4 for Wayne. We must have a soft spot for Ipswich. 1-4 for Wayne. Mr. B, what say you, sir? Still with us, Colin. Leicester Ipswich. 3-1. Arsenal Newcastle, please, gentlemen. You've always had a soft spot for Ipswich as a kid. Fair enough, Wayne. We're probably similar ages then, Wayne, because we can remember Ipswich in the 70s when they had Franz Tyson and Arnold Muir, Johnny Walk, Peter Wymark. The list continues, don't it? Paul Mariner. The centre half they had were Terry Butcher and who's the big guy that played with him? Kevin something or other. Colin Blackshaw's going for a 0-0. Arsenal Newcastle. I got Colin. Now Wayne. Wayne says 1-3. And then last but not least for you two gentlemen, and then we're all done for yourselves, is Brighton Liverpool, please, gentlemen. Brighton Liverpool. A 2-1 for Colin. And a 2-3 for Wayne. Lovely. Got you all right. So the next prediction show will be on Friday at 3:30, and we will do the bonus games. There's only 1 week left after this, so if you want to make points, this is the week, and next week to make it your last 2 weeks. And apart from that, I need to thank Vindaloo for his super chat, and also Bobby K for his super chat. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's much appreciated. You are the two sponsors of today's show. So thank you very much. And as always, regardless of what the stories are out there, regardless of what they say, it's always and forever always, it's come on, you Spurs. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all Friday. And here's the outro you've been waiting for. Take it away, Bobby K.
Tell, Cockerel. He's just a true guy. You'll have a true time. Tell, Cockerel. Leave your troubles at the door. You know the game, you know the score. We're here to have fun, so holster that gun and read the writing on the wall. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. Jose gets himself around, always talking Spurs wherever he is found, home or away. He always tips to win, throws the form book in the bin with a cheeky knowing grin. Tell, Cockerel. He's just a chill guy. You'll have a chill time. Tell, Cockerel. The Predictions League, done every week. It just goes on and on and on and on. Why do I always get it wrong? Every time I play along. Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chilled, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel. Goes on and 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 on. Why do I always get it wrong? Tell, Cockerel. The show is so chill, your time is well filled. If you want good friendly chat, then here's where it's at. Tell, Cockerel.